searching for you. I'm still searching for you. From dirt to the sky, I'm still searching for you. I'm still searching for you. I'm still searching for you.
Good morning, everybody out there in YouTube land. Well, actually, it's afternoon at this point. Sorry, we're running a little bit late today, but it's entirely my fault. I actually found out that Far Cry 6 is fun and addictive and kind of hard to get off when you've got a show going. So, anyway, well, this week we're supposed to be introducing our new panelist, Arwyn Avalon, and I don't know where she is. So, hopefully she'll be here. Maybe she just...
She will be right there.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. How's it going, Jace?
I'm doing pretty well. Just tired, of course, but other than that, I'm doing pretty okay.
Oh, well, that's good. You're always tired, though.
Yeah, of course I am. And I've been working a lot, making new intros, logo stuff, and merch, and a lot of working.
How's the merch selling?
Not that much so far.
I promise, when I get a bonus in November, I will pick something up.
I have a code for that I only give friends to get a little bit cheaper.
Ooh.
Oh yes, it's only for friends though.
Well, I don't want to.
Very good.
I don't want to deprive you of income, so I'll probably buy it full price just to be cool.
No, there's no worries, man.
Ash, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks for embracing the spooky season, the Halloween spirit, and getting ready to play some horror games, which I don't like horror, so that should be fun.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to play?
Well, I'm already getting to plug in the channels and stuff, but on Monday I'll be playing Outlast 2. So I've heard that's a pretty up there in terms of horror games. So yeah.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it on YouTube. I think from Mauler.
Last of Us 2.
Yeah, Outlast 2.
Outlast, okay. No,
Yeah.
Last of Us, okay, it's fine. Outlast it's okay. It gets pretty boring, at least for me. But that's because it's me.
And you have to run from the opponents the entire time.
Yeah, most horror. I love horror. I'm a big horror guy, but I love these horror games. I almost fall asleep, but that's just me. Because I never get scared or anything. It's just like, oh, of course, sure, okay. It's like my problem.
And Grim, it's good to see you, man. What are you drinking? Water?
60% tropical juice, 40% spring water. Because I'm not allowed caffeine or anything fun. So.
Oh. What about the alcohol?
In moderation.
In moderation. Okay, so no more buying you lots of rum.
No.
I'm sorry.
They got me drinking these hideous health shots on Tabletopers, which is like beetroot juice and ginger. And they are hideous things.
They sound good except for the beetroot juice.
Well, if you're getting paid to do something unsavory, it's less bad. So.
I guess so. I mean, at least they're not asking you to gargle it or anything.
Well, yeah. But now you've put that idea in their heads.
It's good to see you, Graham.
Good to see you too, everyone. Yeah. Still recovering, but I'm okay.
Well, I'm glad. I am too. I still haven't got my sense of smell and taste back yet. But and here is our new panelist, Arwyn Avalon. Hey, Arwyn.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing good.
I'm
doing
having
better now.
internet connections, so y'all have to excuse me. It's just, it's been a week.
I was having internet connection issues too. Like, didn't want to connect.
Yep.
Too busy playing Far Cry.
Well, it drops me in and out, and I'm like, what the hell? I've been on, and then all of a sudden, everything will go dead, and I'm like, I've got to stream. What the hell is going on?
Oh, that's rough.
I'm so sorry, y'all, but hey.
Hey, that's all right. We started late anyway. It's entirely my fault. I will totally take the blame on it because it
I'm
is.
disappointed in you, man. I'm so disappointed.
I know. But you know, I mean, okay, come on. I finally got my sniper rifle upgraded to where I like it, and I was really having fun. So you know.
Well, that's good. There's nothing wrong with a sniper rifle.
I'm gonna
Yes.
go up this time. Just this time. This once. Not just
Okay.
kidding.
Okay.
Kind of reminds me of the story where Henry Cavill nearly missed the audition for Superman because he was too busy playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I love that. Oh my god.
I totally believe it.
That was great.
That's me if I play Devil May Cry.
Grim, you never talk about your gaming very much. I mean, I know you played Talisman with me once, but what else do you play?
Destiny. Been revisiting Minecraft a lot recently.
Yes, Minecraft. Let's go.
But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I kill a bit of time in the morning with 7 Days to Die, usually.
Oh.
Because I get up before the alarm, and the alarm doesn't wake my partner, so I have to go and wake her up. So just to kill some time, because I can't get into working or anything, I just play a bit of that.
Well, gosh.
Cross out as well.
Oh, yeah. I used to play a little bit of Crossout. I don't so much anymore, but I didn't know you played 7 Days to Die. We should definitely hook up sometime and play, because I like 7 Days. I mean, it is kind of repetitive, but it's kind of fun, too. And
games can be fun sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had no idea you played Minecraft, though. I just did not see you being a Minecraft person.
Minecraft is fun when you want to spend just have some chill time and relax, basically, sometimes. I like to build, so that's mostly what I do if I play Minecraft, just build stuff.
Yeah, it's very zen, calming. So that's part of the reason I've been playing a lot of it, and a lot of No Man's Sky as well.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like 7 Days to Die, because you get to do a lot of building and killing zombies, which are two of my favorite things. And speaking of killing zombies, wanted to let the panel and the guests out there know that I am playing World War Z Aftermath. So if anybody wants to hook up with me and play on my team, let me know, on my Twitter DMs, and I'd be happy to play with y'all, because the AI PCs are stupid. I'd like to think that my guests can do better.
Oh God! See, it looks like it's so much fun, but I got kicked out of a Call of Duty group one time for friendly fire, and I kind of since I've been playing Fortnite, I'm getting a little better, but I have to be trained.
That's all right. That's all right.
We're teaching her
Minecraft.
slowly at Fortnite.
Yeah, I miss Minecraft when you can kill your companions
Oh.
when you get pissed off because they just fucking suck. That's what I did in the start, because people were so fucking bad, and I was just like, "Oh fuck this! I'm just gonna kill you and do my own thing." I was
So mercenary. I am also going to be playing Back for Blood when it drops here in about 4 days, roughly. I think so. So I will definitely be looking for people to team up with me there, because the AI PCs are definitely stupid in that one.
I'm excited for next month, though.
Oh,
I'm
what's
finally
next
gonna
one?
go. I'm gonna go to a convention. Finally.
Oh, which one?
Yeah, it's a game expo in Norway, a big one.
Nice.
So since we're finally open here, so finally I can go to Game Expo in Norway. So that's gonna be the first time I meet my my editor, also one of my editors, and the gamer on Kingdom of Five. We're gonna meet in real life for the first time, so it's gonna be real nice.
That'll be great.
And Claw is coming back, and the Monday shows are coming back. He's not been, it's not been so much streaming on Mondays because he's been busy, working on his new bedroom and stuff like that. So that's gonna be really nice to get him back on.
Cool. Oh, and last but not least, I was promising Zax that we would play some State of Decay 2. So if anybody out there plays State of Decay 2, yeah, I've got room. We can take the world back from the zombies, and won't that be great? There's kind of a theme to most of my gaming. It's kind of like, yeah, kill zombies. Yeah, I can do that.
See, my daughter does all the zombie games, or she used to. Now they're playing some paranormal game where you go into some like camper or trailer or something, and then
Phasmophobia.
Yeah,
Phasmophobia. Yeah,
but she
I have
used
not
to
played
be
it
into
yet.
all the zombie ones. Well, she wants me to play, and I'm watching them, and I'm like, how the hell do y'all know where anybody's at? Because one person's calling them out, and the other ones are going around the house. I'm like, I'd be killed by a freaking ghost minute one. I'd walk in a room and get killed. So I don't know, but that's
Hello,
I've been
Mr.
playing
Ghost.
I've been playing a lot of
Ghost.
Dead by Daylight lately.
I still like Dead by Daylight. I just can't find many people who want to play it. So
I'm always up to play it.
okay, there's that.
Yeah, I like the game.
I think Dadman plays it too. If that's
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Y'all
Well, they
look
just
me
got
up on
Pinhead.
Fortnite. I'm always on there, so
I like Fortnite in small doses.
it's very polarizing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like some people really, really like eat, breathe, and sleep it. Like I think I've gotten maybe 5 hours sleep in the past week, and others are like,
I only play Fortnite with friends because playing that alone with toxic kids, no, thank you. That's just annoying.
Yeah.
You just mute them. You don't have to listen to them.
Yeah, but I can't even kill them. That's the shit part.
Yeah,
I
getting
can't
killed by
friendly
sweaty
fire.
sixth graders.
Well, then just need to get good.
That's what we used to tell people on Dark Souls all the time. Get good, scrub.
It's just, since it's October, have any one of you guys seen the new trailer to Paranormal Activity?
No, I haven't.
new one?
Yeah, that's actually the first time I was like, okay, it actually looks decent compared to all the other shit movies.
I'll have to check that out. I like the other one.
It was totally different vibe and the other movies.
Huh.
The one I'm excited about. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I'm interested. Excited isn't really the word, but interested is the new Resident Evil trailer just dropped.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I have kind of mixed feelings about that one.
Same here, because when I saw the casting, it's like a big yikes for me. Especially when I also see a CW actor, and I was just like, it might be good, but mixed feelings.
Oh, and Mephisto says there was an article about controlling toxic gamer speech. It was obviously these writers have never been in a COD WAD. No shit.
No lie. That's just, I hear stuff like that. And I'm like, grow a pair. Okay. People mouth off when they game. Big deal.
And Mary says the Dark Souls board game sucks. I have the Dark Souls board game. I just have never managed to get it to play it with anybody. I'm still painting the miniatures. But yeah, Grim, have you seen the Resident Evil trailer yet?
Yeah, it looks like a big pile of shit.
Okay, well, don't hold back. I mean, just
I like one of the actresses because she used to be in another British TV show that I did like. I don't remember the name of the fucking show right now, but it was a show that she played in that I think was pretty decent. It was like a teenager drama from England, from the UK, and that's also where you have the Beast from the new X-Men movies that came, the rebooted versions. That was also his first role, basically, that he became big in that show. So she's a decent actress, but I'm scared it's gonna suck. It's also,
well, they got the lady who plays in Killjoys, and I do like her. I think she's hot. So she's playing Claire Redfield, or she's playing Jill Valentine. So that'll be
As long as they're
Interesting
hot,
casting.
it's fine.
Yeah, as long as they're hot, it's fine. Well, I mean, come on now. How do you think I got through like 6 fucking Resident Evil movies with Mila Jovovich? Come on now, because it was Mila
Because he
Jovovich.
loves the movies just because of her.
Well, okay, yes,
Yeah.
They have a certain campy charm
they do.
as well.
I remember
do.
my dad, he always told me, she has really nice tits and stuff. I found a picture of her online, and I'm just like, I really don't fucking care. There's still shit movies.
She doesn't really have boobies so much. I mean, she got little bitty, like.
Yeah, but my dad, he's in love. It's one of his crushes.
Well, I mean, and I think everybody got a crushed on her at one time or another because she's hot.
Nah, she's
Flat is
not.
justice, remember.
Flat is justice?
I don't think she is. I don't think she is.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
She's
Well-
a good fighter, though. She can fight, though. She will have that. She also trained with Tony Jaa, or how
Jaa,
you say his name. Yeah, from Ong Bak when they did
Well.
the Monster Hunter movie.
Oh, I
together.
saw that. Yeah. Uh
Yeah, the only reason I saw it was because of him.
huh. I saw it for her, but
Of course we did.
of course I did. Hey, what can I tell you, man? Is she could eat crackers and jelly in my bed, and I wouldn't kick her out of it for it. So
Well, there you go. You have a goal.
yeah, small goal. I mean, she's married, so
Oh well, sorry.
yeah.
Uh,
Mephisto. Oh yeah, you're definitely a board game nut like me. Yeah, I have Dark Souls, Descent, and Massive Darkness also. Descent is crazy because there's so many different things you can add to it now.
I never
I have the
saw
older edition.
Killjoys. I never saw that show.
Killjoys?
Yeah, I just
Pretty
know
good.
that I only know that the twin brother of the guy who plays Iceman is in the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know. I've never seen it. Like, is that a show you guys would have recommended?
I liked it.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. It was good.
Okay.
We're getting so far off the topic, but that's okay. Captain Deckard Spock says it's reigniting his interest in RuneQuest. Yeah. This is okay.
Yeah.
Grim and I are about to enter the nerd zone here. I like RuneQuest simply because the world of Glorantha is totally. It is so physics and so physics defying on every level. I mean, it's a flat world with basically a painted on dome ceiling.
RunQuest. Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I mean, and pretty much the explanation for every single thing and event that happens on that world is because of a god or a couple of gods did this or did that. I mean, it just defies all of your normal gamer logic. It's but the thing is, it's based on mythologies. Because that's what Greg Stafford was doing. He was exploring mythologies and wanting to get in touch with it. So he built this entire world based completely on myth.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, what did you have
I
on the
love that
topics
idea.
today?
Oh well, I mean,
We're so late.
we were doing like I said, we were talking about Resident Evil, the new Resident Evil movie.
Yeah.
The costuming looks kind of cosplay.
That's kind of a theme lately,
Yeah.
It really is.
but not
And
even
this-
good cosplay.
No, it's not even good cosplay, and the CG really does not look good.
Well,
But the sets look good.
I'm concerned that they're cramming basically 2 of the games into one film.
Mm-hmm.
Because it looks like they've got the mansion part and Raccoon City.
Mm-hmm.
You really should do one or the other, I think.
I agree. That's too much story to try to tell in one film. And from what little acting I saw in the trailer, it's not good. It's very bad dialogue.
Yeah. And like Robbie, I can't pronounce his last name, but he played, in the CW as let's see, I just have to remember. What the fuck was the name again?
Don't know.
Yeah, the first Firestorm.
Oh,
I played. Yeah,
okay.
he also played in Upload and some other stuff. but he's playing, Chris Redfield,
Hmm.
and I felt like that was a big miscast.
Yeah, it kind of was. Oh, Mark the Infinitely Tired says he regrets not getting Massive Darkness when you have the opportunity. If it makes you feel any better, Mark, Massive Darkness 2 is coming out, and since they changed up all the rules and stuff, it kind of makes Massive Darkness 1 obsolete. So you can always get Massive Darkness 2 when it comes out.
That happened to me with Descent. I got all the first edition stuff.
Oh. Yeah, and then second edition dropped and got more stuff.
And Skins was the show that I talked about. Skins, that girl who plays Claire Redfield, she is known for playing in Skins, an old British TV show. Yeah, and that I like that show to a certain point, of course, but it was pretty decent. And she also played in that Pirates of Caribbean, Pirates of the new Pirates of Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
We have no Gary this week as he is transitioning to his new house, and I think he's also getting a new computer. So.
Yeah, he is. He is getting a new computer.
Yeah, something went wrong with that one.
Mm-hmm. And Mephisto just had the best idea for a film ever: Kate Beckinsale versus Mila Jovovich.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would be good.
That would be good.
Kate Beck. Oh man, that's a hot woman.
Every man over 40 would go see that film. It wouldn't matter what it was about.
And for perfectly legitimate plot reasons, they tear each other down to their underwear and then fall into a pit full of baby oil. You know?
Yes.
Because plot, guys, nothing else.
Yes. Totally plot. Yes.
Legitimate plot reasons.
Yeah.
Legitimate plot reasons.
I still remember when I was at the con in Norway and I saw someone cosplaying Celine, and I regret to not talk to her because I was like, damn, she's beautiful, and she looked so much alike Kate herself. And I was like, fuck, I should have just gone there and just said hi, but I was too scared.
Well,
and that's not often, but Kate is like one of my biggest crushes. So
She's beautiful.
oh, well, don't feel bad. I'm still kicking myself in the ass for all those years ago back in 1991 when I missed out on an opportunity because I was too scared to talk to Mark Reinhagen, who invented the Vampire the Masquerade game, but also Mike Pondsmith, who wrote the Cyberpunk role-playing game, and I really should have nutted up and just said hello, and and now it's just impossible to get an interview with Mike.
I do understand that feeling.
I might get lucky and get one with Mark Reinhagen. Well, I'll have to bug him.
He's pretty open.
Yeah, he seems pretty open. He seems pretty nice. Mark says he's going to pass on that one. Too many miniature. Yeah, I get that. I have a shitload of those myself. It says Celine in her vampire fighting outfit, fighting Milla wearing an almost identical outfit. Yeah, it's funny. I remember hearing Kate Beckinsale's comments on that outfit. She says it's mostly rubber, so she says and they had to baby powder the inside. She said so it's like basically wearing a big giant condom.
Yes.
Well, vampires carry a lot of bloodborne diseases, so you got to be careful.
Okay, baby powder or baby oil? Because I've heard like latex outfits, you have to put some sort of like lubricant to get it over your skin because it's so skin tight.
I have heard actually water works pretty good for that.
Water, really?
Yeah, and this is from a guy who actually suits up in one of those female latex outfits.
Because they have to somehow reduce that friction. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to. I've never worn one, so I don't know. but you have to be able to get it
Just
on.
to clarify, guys.
If you give us your measurements, Arwyn, we might be able to stump up and get you one, just so we can see you wear it on the air.
Oh my god! Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I'm just afraid if I got it on, I wouldn't be able to get out of it. You know, you have to cut me out.
You have to get a pair of scissors.
Yeah, exactly.
Breathe
Oh
deep.
my god.
Ping.
Go on.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail or anything, but it's just I think about these kind of things.
No, I mean.
Well, Zach's want us to go
couldn't be
on.
paying more attention. How does Arwyn know this?
I don't snort a poopus. That's why I'm asking. That woke the chat up.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god!
It's probably better if you wear it. I mean, it stops all sorts of foreign liquids.
White clean is definitely a bonus. Yeah.
Yeah. If you get white rubber, it doesn't show as much.
If y'all ever order me one, make sure it's in red because I love red.
Going for a Persona 5 look. I see.
Oh.
Sexy Flanders.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
We're all going to hell.
Well, if you're gonna go to hell, you might as well take the express. Get there quicker.
Yes.
Oh my. I did get some good news from Giant Lands. Apparently, they're still sending my shipment at some point, so they're getting all their fulfillment ducks in a row and everything, and getting it ready to go. So
That's
they
good.
said sometime in November. So hopefully, I won't have wasted my $90-something on that.
No, that's understandable.
Yeah, that would suck. I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, I had to cancel my order for a new fans to my computer because they didn't know when they were gonna get it in.
What?
Getting the new fans to my computer. They were delayed because of the COOF.
Oh.
So I have to find another place to buy the new fans to my computer. So I had to cancel the fucking order, and it's like fuck. They told me they might not get the fans before next year, and I'm just like, for fuck's sake, dude. I'm just gonna buy them another place.
Oh, and I just got word from the back somewhere. We are going to get a guest appearance by Animane at some point.
Ooh.
So
At some point.
at some point, yeah. He said he'd be there in a few. So I'm kind of like, well, what kind of a few is it? Is it like are you on Mexican time?
Another diversity token. Let's go.
All the diversity. Hey, we are a multinational, multiracial, multigender now channel. So
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Actually.
yes,
Branching out.
If you're
Yes.
feeling unrepresented, we can self-identify as anything you want us to.
true.
I identify
Right now,
as non-existent.
I'm self-identifying as an undead at the moment. So
Nice.
a living challenged. Actually, we prefer living challenged.
I can just imagine the comments in the chat. Should I change my avatar to an Apache attack helicopter now?
Oh lordy. It's actually been kind of a slow week overall, though, I would say. I haven't heard any major announcements of anything. Have you guys? Other than Resident Evil.
It is a lot of things that have happened, but it's just a lot of us don't really care anymore. You know?
Oh, that's kind of true.
Yeah, we
Sad, but it is true. We're also
Yeah, it's
damn
yeah.
jaded.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the streams I've done lately with people or on the main channel, it's we basically just start talking about everything else because, we just start to lose interest in so much of the new news that are coming out because, it's news that we already basically know, So it's we've talked about it before. We kind of knew this was gonna happen. It's like, eh.
Yeah.
There's a
Looks
there's
But
a
it's like I'm a huge James Bond fan, but I don't want to see the new film.
no.
Yeah, I agree. Ugh.
I've heard so much mixed reviews on it. People have told me that just wait till it comes out. Don't waste your money on it.
I kind of think that they hit their high point with Casino Royale, because that was a great
agree.
film.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we have one big news, and that's the Hellraiser remake.
yeah, the casting on that one makes me kind of go,
When
why?
you go back to the old book novel thingy, it was kind of also hinted that Pinhead, the priestess, was a female. So for me, I don't really mind that it's a female, but it's the casting that really bothered me mostly.
Yeah, I mean, if she
didn't
can
think
do
they
a good
had
job.
genders. I thought they were genderless. Now I don't know anything about the comics. This is just kind of what I'm piecing together from what I've heard.
In the comics, they came later on, basically.
Okay. Okay.
And I know that in the comics too. The thing is that the guy who made Hellraiser, he hates the name Pinhead. He hates that name. So he
Clive Barker?
Really?
Yeah. He didn't like the name Pinhead because they changed it in the movie. That was not the name he was going to use. Yeah, it was like the priest. So in the comics, they changed it back to the priest instead of Pinhead.
Well, I don't actually ever remember anyone calling him Pinhead in the films. Pinhead is just kind of like what the fans refer to him as because he doesn't have a name.
The other producers and people who were in the movie started calling him Pinhead, and that became the name. So.
Oh, Mephisto has some news here. It says, rumor has it certain scenes where Bond is crying and apologizing has been taken out for certain countries but left in for others.
God.
Oh my gosh.
The only thing that
well.
what I know about, the actress who's gonna play the new Pinhead, I've only seen her in Sense8, and that's a show I really didn't bother so much for. It was like not my cup of tea of a show.
I thought Sense8 was not bad, and I liked her in it, and I saw her in an episode of Hung with Thomas Jane. She was pretty good in that. She's not a bad actress. Jamie Clayton is her name.
Yeah, but it really depends on who's making the movie, who's how they are gonna write the movie, and will it go to the woke side? Will it go to not woke? What will they do? It's all that stuff. So we just have to wait to see.
Yeah.
But another good thing, soon Halloween Kills comes out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's just going to be straight up for the fans because it looks to me like it's just he just goes crazy killing everything he can find.
If the story is bad, we can still enjoy the killing scenes.
Yeah,
the gory killing scenes.
Although it makes me wonder, that they're changing Michael Myers to be more like Jason Voorhees because that's kind of like Jason's thing.
Yeah, and you have like 3 timelines of Halloween.
Yes.
It's like because this one is like the 3rd movie in the canon story now. So, but we will see. I'm kind of excited. Hopefully it will be good. But if it's not, I'm just gonna enjoy the killing parts and just be like, "Hey, it's taking out those bastards." The same thing with the Chucky show that's coming, the sequel Chucky show for the original Chucky.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I don't care about the main character. I don't care about that main kid or anything. I care about everyone around it, Chucky himself, and when he multiplied into other dolls and the young girl. And a fun fact about that girl, that's a daughter to the actor himself who plays Chucky. So that's a fun fact. And for me, I'm loving that she's still, that's his daughter. And
it's a generational thing now.
Yeah, and she's like, she's, has Chucky in her after the last movie that she was in with the original Chucky story. So that's going to be really interesting. But the main kid, I really don't care what's going to happen to him. I just care about the things around and the backstory to Chucky and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm kind of curious about it. Yeah, most of the stuff I'm reading about that happened this week is, either somebody's complaining about casting or somebody said something stupid, and I'm just kind of like, I don't even care. But
We did get a new teaser trailer for season 6 of The Expanse. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that or not. I did watch it. It did look pretty interesting. It sort of gets you in the mood of The Expanse again, and the events that are happening. So, yeah. I personally love The Expanse, but yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen the show, but I know a lot of people was not so fan of how they killed one of the characters out.
Yeah, no, I didn't like that. The way they did that wasn't right. It needed, if they were gonna do it, fine, but it needed to be a bit bigger because of how cool this character was to the main roster.
there is some interesting news that definitely one of our panelists has got a lot more information on than I do. One of the headline is Zoe Quinn is unhappy with Brianna Wu's plans for the Gamergate TV series. Grim, you know more about that than I do.
Oh God, how to even start?
It happens, Cat Steven. It happens.
So, Gamergate was a consumer revolt against censorship of discussion and games, and against corruption in games media, which has always been there. But this was indie game people, and a lot of these news sites had been lecturing people, pretending that they're better than them. So that's what it was really about. But then it got mischaracterized as harassment. Brianna Wu is one of the people who shrieked the loudest when they were being trolled, and has kind of tried to make a career out of it ever since. Tried to run for office. It basically lied about everything that they said happened to them, and has tried to feed on the publicity of it. So this is just the latest round in that. It's going to be a fictionalized series with fictional characters going through the events of Gamergate and reflecting things that happened, or except this is Brianna Wu, so things that didn't happen except in Brianna Wu's fevered imagination. So, yeah, it's just going to be another hatchet job, but that's why I wrote the history of Gamergate book, because just the main narrative is completely janky.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's very convoluted.
It is.
Yeah.
Let's see what else Marvel Studios is developing a WandaVision spin-off about Agatha Harkness.
Yeah.
Wow,
Who
am
could
I
even bother about her?
It's like my enthusiasm level is just kind of like
Yeah. And we also have the Batman actress Zoe Kravitz doesn't want Catwoman to be fetishized or stereotyped.
Okay, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, yep.
Is there anybody on the panel or in the audience who actually has never fetishized Catwoman ever at all? Just a little bit?
I haven't, but you know what? I have an excuse, so it's okay. Y'all are allowed to do that. Y'all can do that.
What's your excuse?
Care.
You don't like tight.
No. Shit. No, I love Catwoman. I would love to be Catwoman. I don't want to fetishize her. I want to be her. There's a difference.
All I have to say to Zoe,
you asked if anyone, so.
Well, I have to say to Zoe, if you don't want to be stereotyped or fetishized while you're playing Catwoman, get another role.
Thank you.
Another role.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be wearing skin-tight leather. You're playing Catwoman, one of the sexiest characters ever created.
And she also uses her sex appeal in the
Yeah.
comics
It's part
and
of a
everything
character
else.
trope.
Yes, it's normal.
And that's funny that Mephisto brings up Jim Balent's 90s Catwoman, because that's always the first Catwoman I remember. Not because it's the first Catwoman I ever saw, but that Catwoman comic is iconic to me because I avidly bought every single issue because it was Jim Balent working on Catwoman, and she was voluptuous. and gorgeous.
Yeah, this attack on sexy is just.
Yeah, because one of the things she said is that
Oh my god!
She also said like how are we approaching this, and how are we going to make sure that we are not fetishized or creating a stereotype. I knew it needed to be a real person, so she kind of want to make Catwoman a real person, make her more real. But
plenty of background there if you want to do that, and it's not like there aren't people who use their sexuality as a weapon, right? And it's not like there aren't people who get off on dressing like that. So why not? That's real.
And
you can't control what people think though, and what they do. I mean, you are an actor playing a part, and there's an audience involved. Why are you trying to police? You have no idea what people are thinking or relating to when they see that character. So why even go there?
Yeah. They can still fetishize even if the character doesn't wear sexy stuff or anything.
Yeah.
True.
Exactly.
True. And let's see. I was just sent a meme, and it's a good one. Hold on just a moment. Let me push that into the... There we go.
Okay, where's this going?
It's so long. Wait a minute. Let me if I.
That's what she said.
Okay, we can't. It's so long. Let me. There we go. That better?
Oh my god. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. That's
when is my beer when I need one? And also what I was gonna say about what Zoe said, that she wanted to be like more of a real person in a movie. Well, news to you, Zoe. You know that OnlyFans and a lot of girls these days and guys are using stuff like that, and it's kind of normal. It's real these days. It's fucking normal. When it comes to sexual stuff and be fetishized or anything like that, it's normal. It's
and
real.
here to talk about fetishes is Animane.
Yes, I have been summoned at the most correct time to talk about fetishes and be an absolute degenerate. Because it's essentially it. It's what I do. It was what I was put on this earth to do, and I do it well. I will not. I will not lie or apologize for that. How y'all wonderful people doing on this lovely Zoe Kravitz hating on her own role day? How y'all doing today?
We are great now. Now we have a much more racially diverse panel now with you on there.
Exactly.
So we're doing great.
I am the diversity hire that you need.
Whoa. You're a diversity hire. You're not the diversity hire. Okay.
No.
We're gonna have
I've got
to
Ash.
fight it out for that.
I mean, yeah, but Black Lives Matter. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
Whoa. Wait, hey, whoa, okay. Make of it what you want. BLM, Brown Lives Matter. Let's go. Let's fight it out.
Fat Steven Seagal lives matter. I don't care. I'm in here now and taking over the stream. I am so fat, I'm holding up the whole stream right now.
That's right.
Last time I had sex with a gremlin, I made a Muppet.
Yikes!
We called it Furby.
Oh.
Well, there go my dreams tonight. Thank you.
There goes my erection. I had to put it in the deep fryer just to feel something.
dreams.
I haven't seen my junk in so long. It's been declared a missing person. So
Is that with the forklift or without?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I want to quickly jump in on that whole Zoe Quinn thing. First of all, fuck her.
Sure.
That's where I can swear. Secondly, she shouldn't be saying fuck all. She should be hiding on Twitter, keeping her fucking mouth shut after her fucking accusations cost the life of that fucking game developer that was all fucking false.
Alec Haloka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. She has no right to criticize shit. She's gripped enough fucking money. I've learned from the best. She should shut the hell up. I'm serious. Like, I hate these people that come out of the woodwork and just start saying shit. Who was the other one? Who was the one with boob armor? Was that the same one?
No, that was Anita Sarkeesian.
Oh, Anita, who gives
Yeah.
a fuck?
Yeah, the boob armor lady. Yep.
But it's at the point, like, who cares? Like, we already know. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cause that knocking.
What? What knocking?
It's bullshit. Like people like that just need to shut up. Everything's Gamergate. Everything's this. Everything's that. Guess what? It's not. But that's all they have left. It's like, hey, well, you want to play poker? I got 5 cards. Let's use those only 5 cards. And that's what they just keep throwing at every time. And it's always a fool's hand. It's the same thing.
Every time.
Fat Steven, you might want to turn your mic up a little bit, bud.
God damn it, not again.
I'm so sorry, the chat.
Okay, that's too much.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to talk. Is this tell me when it's better?
That's good. That's
There
good.
you go.
All right. Fat Steven rules. No, sorry. But no. Honestly, that is actually taken, I think, from Star Trek Sucks. That is actually, supposed to be a Ferengi.
Oh.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, it's
so
a
when you
Ferengi.
see that, yeah, it's literally a gremlin had sex with Quark. You got that.
Well, that's okay. You know, we Star Trek continuing its trend of spiraling as deep as it can. I guess they're
They don't got sonar in space to find where their creativity went.
Oh, at this point, I think they're just trying to find oil just so they can make money on the show.
They should contact me. I got Chris go everywhere.
We need new IP.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well-
Thank you for allowing me on T-shirt. I know you're regretting it, but thank you. And
No, you're fine, dude. You're fine.
And Anime and I agree. Bloated lives matter.
Bloated life. Hey, look, I'm black and bloated, so there you go. Bam. All right, I win.
BBLM. That's BBLM. That's
Exactly.
closer to a Pornhub.
Now, if you want to talk about BBW LM, then that's different. Then we got to go back to the OnlyFans. But
It's that big white wobbly lives
Wait, is the
matter.
W
Wobbly
count for-
lives.
Is the W whiny? I can't spell. I hate acronyms. I'm Steven Seagal.
oh man,
Oh my gosh.
It's nice to see all y'all again. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay, Fat. It's all right. I'm glad you're here, man.
no apologies. Your presence is both wanted and needed. Just because.
Seagal rules. Sorry.
Exactly. I didn't know there was such a thing as Fat Steven Seagal, but now it's the best thing I never knew I needed. So there you go.
Yeah.
Are we going steady?
Fat Steven Seagal is who got me on the internet, or actually he got me on the YouTubes. So
And the
I owe him that.
program.
Yeah, kind of. Well, that and I would bombard his
Oh God, here we go.
timeline every single day with this. So
The worst part is that I keep sending pen pal letters to the prison program, and they never reply after hitting the Green Mile. I'm feeling very upset.
imagine that.
One time I got an urn, and I was like, that's not what I want. I wanted a letter.
But did you have to pay for it?
You have to pay for it?
Yeah, did you have to pay for the urn?
No, I just ran real fast.
Oh, okay.
Grab flowers. Out of the service. They've never found me. sorry.
Oh my gosh. Anime, what's new in your world, man?
Man, look, I'm over here doing everything. I'm editing my videos. I'm writing my stories. I'm writing for other people's stories. I am just out here living the nerd dream, man. I dropped an episode yesterday of Fake Ass Nerd News about I don't know if y'all
Fake-ass nerd news.
Yeah, 'cause it was my rant series that started because one night I was just tired of hearing about, ooh, we finally getting a black Clark Kent, and I just turned the mic on and ranted for a few minutes, and then it got like 20,000 something views or some ridiculous. Because life is a fever dream at this point. I don't know. I spend 3 weeks editing a video. It'll get 500 views in over 2 months. I turn on the mic and just say bullshit for a few minutes. 20,000 views.
There we
ladies
go.
and gentlemen. But anyway,
I have to try that sometime.
I'm telling
That's
you,
an-
man.
That's an old fan art of me and Fat Steven. because Twitter was shipping us together all the time.
Oh, my
Oh,
I don't think I want to know any more context about the story. I'm just gonna appreciate it.
Oh,
I love the
my.
flower garland. That's kind of a crowning touch.
I'm happy Fat Steven was BRB.
oh my gosh.
Oh,
That's
good
now
old days.
canon.
Yeah.
It's been for a while. Because Twitter was like, you had that thing like who you're gonna end up with or whatever. That was like a trending on Twitter, and me and Fat Steven both did it, and we always did end up together.
Oh shit. That's kind of scary because if it's using the Twitter algorithm, that would mean like me and Grim would be together. So
Aw.
I don't know. I think Ms. Grimm would have objections to that, but I don't know. I don't know. She may be a little wild that way, huh?
Probably be glad to be rid of me, to be honest.
Oh,
Oh, no.
don't do that. Here,
I am
hang.
the darling millstone around her neck.
Stop. Do you know how much everybody loves you, dude? I mean, look at we actually funded your Indiegogo, so there you go.
Shush.
There we go. I'm gonna use that profile picture. I'm gonna use that as a profile picture.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah. Fat Steven, whenever he hits this channel, it's like. But that never gets old.
Oh man, that's
Sorry.
great. That's fucking great.
That never gets old. Oh man, yeah. Well, anyway, Halloween is here. Well, it's coming here pretty soon. I mean,
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
I'm mute doesn't mean I can't hear you on the fucking speaker in the kitchen. Hurt everybody. Get off my ass.
really? Did you heard everything?
All the insecurity coming from your belly going, please lift up. I need to pee.
Oh,
Hey, Thoth. But no, I'll give a credit to everyone here. T-shirt actually got most of these people.
Is it me or still Fat Steven really low?
he's really low.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Goddamn Mongolians.
Hey,
Well,
brightest.
he is the bottom, so it's pretty normal. But yeah.
That's
Oh, you're
it. Yeah,
just
he's
like being the tops because you're lazy.
well.
Well,
it's-
I'm actually not lazy. I'm actually working basically every day.
if you're on top, you're kind of doing all the work, aren't you?
Not really.
Maybe not. Not if it's done right.
I
No.
I'm just saying.
Unless you wear a Dallas cowboy hat, no.
Mhm.
We may have to move this chat over to tabletopless or something.
I apologize for making it go off the rails.
No, you're not.
This is
We don't have
t-shirts, man.
rails.
It was never on the rails.
Yeah, we don't have rails.
I want him to go steady with muscle beauty.
T-shirt did 0 prep and he was late. You know, we got nothing planned. So
So like every other week.
Yes, but that's okay. I don't like to prep. I just, you know, this is basically like everybody's hanging out at the high school lunch table, you know, and talking about how cool their shit is and all the neat stuff that they did that week, and you know why Wolverine could kick Superman's ass and all that kind of stuff.
How
I
about the
miss those
fact that
days.
Twitch got hacked? That was hilarious.
Yeah, boy, how about that?
Oh yeah, for fuck's sake! First is Facebook, and then it's
And Amway got
Facebook
banned.
Facebook,
Oh my-
Instagram, WhatsApp.
Oh my God, we got Vlad Steakums in the audience. Holy shit!
And then you had Twitch, and then you had Discord also, like everything in once.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can get Vlad in this chat. I mean, I've been trying to get on that dude's YouTube channel forever now, but
Run,
you know.
Vlad. Run fast. Run far.
Yeah,
Forrest
run
Gump
away,
that
Vlad.
shit.
Get your ass in here, Vlad.
Run,
Don't
We
do
did
it.
find out
Run
that Critical
directly
Role
into-
is making like $9 million though.
He might be impaled my
Twitch, mate.
microphone. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Okay, the whole Critical Role and everybody getting upset about that. I kind of feel like telling everybody's like, I told you so. Because it's like, we knew it was a business. We knew they were making a ton of money. And
Yeah.
just not even by endorsements and stuff or whatever money they're getting paid by Wizards of the Coast, because now they're considered to be D&D ambassadors and all that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, $9 million, yeah, that sounds about right, because they're getting tips, they're getting views, God knows what else.
It shows that there's money in it. If you want to take a positive spin on it, it
Mhm.
shows that there's money in doing those kind of streams and presentations.
Yeah.
I think it's just the sheer amount of money in what is really a pretty small industry just shocked everyone. I think that.
Mhm.
That's what
Yeah. I also think part of it too is it's just straight up jealousy on some of these people who are hating on it, because they're, how many times have we turned on a YouTube channel and it's like you look up a game and you're like, oh look, they have live play of these guys going through it, and it's without trying to sound insulting, because I know some of these guys are really trying, but it's like 6 pasty pale people with varying qualities of microphones and various qualities of internet connections
You mean
having a
Canadians?
role play. Huh?
Yeah.
You mean Canadians?
Yeah, I can barely hear you,
Some-
Steven.
Oh my god. Okay. Is this? Why is my mic doing this?
Dude,
Just stick to
go full ASMR and stop playing with us, okay?
That's right.
No, I was gonna say with the whole Twitch thing,
Thinner.
the whole thing with Twitch and see how much people are getting paid. I couldn't care less. Like, it's like, okay, sure, whatever. I don't care how much people are earning there, of the big ones or whatever.
Well, look, some people have genuine hustle. Like as far as Critical Role goes, that's a well-oiled machine. I don't
Mhm.
have a problem with that.
Yeah,
They're working hard, and if they're making money, good for them. That means it can be done.
And yeah,
And-
like I said, it shows that there's money in it, but at
Yeah.
the same time, there are a lot of people who have created the games, worked on the games, written the games, who aren't being paid very much at all, who are having to crowdfund for medical treatment. I think that happened with Ed Greenwood and a couple of other people.
Yeah.
So it feels like a slap in the face for those of us who
Are you talking about
create
on
games.
Critical Role or independent of that?
I mean, the people who created D&D, the people
Okay,
who
I
wrote the
gotcha,
books,
I gotcha,
created the
okay.
world, all of that. I mean, as a game designer, we don't get very much compensation at all, whether I was freelancing or whether it's doing my own work. The margins are pretty razor thin. You do it for the love of it, and they are using what you've done and making a huge amount of money off it. So I think that's jealousy is part of it, but I think there's also some sort of legitimate pain coming out of the fact that you put all this effort in to create things and put them out there, and then someone using them makes
More money than
orders of
you.
magnitude more money than you.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
more money, but the 10,
Yeah,
100.
no, I can see that point. I can see, of course, that point too.
I mean, it's a fine line, because when do you celebrate that somebody's actually succeeding in a place where that shows that, hey, it is possible to succeed here, versus going, well, damn, I have a problem because they did it because I'm not doing it. I mean, you have to have that balance.
Yeah, and if they can make that money, then others of us can potentially make money in the same way.
Yeah.
Well,
The problem
I
is
do.
also-
I do the streaming game.
Sorry, Graham, I didn't mean to say anything.
Go
Can you guys
on.
hear me- Can you guys hear me now fine?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think also I can agree with that. It's the fact that everyone has the opportunity to do that. The thing is, being on the same road, getting the same limelight, and pushing and having, you can have the same drive and the same every type of content, same delivery, but it's your own unique style. But it's the fact of if it's going to actually be pushed into the line of sight of those people who want to put the money towards that. And that's the biggest that's the biggest, not only the killer of oneself for driving themselves to making that stuff, it's whether or not it's going to let them affect their ability to evolve with the fact that someone's always going to out spotlight you in the beginning or at the end or in the middle. It's a constant work. It's like streaming, everything else. Am I nailing this right?
No, you're right.
Great.
No,
And
you're
part
on
of it-
point on things.
It's kind of sad too, because as Grim was mentioning hospital stuff, this week, I believe actually, or maybe it was last week. Let me double check my time here. But James Ward, who, on October 3rd, Giantlands tweeted out that if you're the praying type, say an extra one for our lead game designer, James Ward, tonight. Apparently he is having some health issues, and he was in the hospital. And so is Ernie Gygax, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're getting old. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But the thing is, what I'm reminded of is, and Grim probably knows this too, Gary Gygax, the guy who is credited with starting Dungeons and Dragons. I don't want to forget Dave Arneson, but I'm specifically speaking about Gary Gygax. When he was ousted from his own company, and was pursuing various other projects and things, he eventually got sick, and he died penniless. He couldn't even afford to go to hospice care or anything else. He was sick. He was laid out on his couch, tended by his wife, and he died a very broke man, in more ways than one, because not only was his whole dream, his vision taken away from him, but his health, his money, everything, all gone.
You're describing his soul, because if you put so much of yourself into one thing, especially when it comes to creating something from scratch, a whole world, a whole universe, whether you're an author, writer, anything, you're putting your soul into that, and if it gets taken away from you, you're really stealing part of that person.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I just sometimes I wonder if that's not what is going to be the fate of all the old game designers. James Ward. Ernie Gygax isn't really a designer so much, but he is kind of like one of our last links, along with Luke Gygax, to Gary. So I don't know. Hey, Vlad, it's nice to see you on the show.
Please don't impale me.
Hey.
Vlad just started his YouTube channel, by the way, guys. I'm going to have to look that one up real quick so I can post it, because I don't have a moderator here. But I'm glad you're on, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I was just doing some housekeeping, getting ready to stream at 7. So that's how I saw that you were live and thought I'd swing by.
Oh, well, I am so glad you did, dude. Post up your link here in the private chat, and I will post up for you here in channel.
I don't even know where it is. Hang on.
What do you cover? What do you cover, Vlad? Like, what is your channel being dedicated to? Like, what's your forte?
It's chaos. I have no dedication right now. Like, for the month of October, everything I'm doing is like monster and horror related. But other than that, I have no schedule or set topic that I discuss. It's kind of all random.
That's cool.
So, Vlad, why is your favorite monster movie The Thing?
Why is my favorite? Number one, my favorite monster movie isn't The Thing.
Oh, but it should be. But go ahead. What is it?
Sleepy Hollow is my favorite. Like,
really?
Yes.
Yes.
Great movie.
That is a good movie.
Headless Horseman.
Yeah, I have to admit that is a good one. That's a very good one.
Please tell me.
Don't think I could live without head.
Yeah.
Mm.
You got that whole neck hole just to go to town.
What is
with. You
everybody
don't have
want?
anything scraping, nothing.
The reason why it's my favorite is because it's the Headless Horseman is unique to America, or at least it has been since the novel came out way back in the day, and it also takes place in my home state of New York, so that's like plus in its favor.
Yeah.
What do you think of this series?
I didn't really care for the series too much. I give it the old college try. It wasn't bad. It just every week it just kind of like it didn't manage to capture me. Yeah, it just for whatever reason it all seemed to started to blur together, and I was like, all right.
It did. It really did. We talked about that this week, and I just I tried it. I really did. I tried to give it a fair shake. And I couldn't get into the rendition of Ichabod. I couldn't get into, the way the Headless Horseman was treated. The whole thing, I don't know. I lost interest in it. And after a while, I was like, no.
You brought up the Headless Horseman part of it, and that was kind of a killer for me too, because in the Washington Irving story, he is a Hessian, which
Yes.
anybody that know, they were German mercenaries that were basically paid by the British to come over here and help them during the Revolution. And the series, I mean, I guess it's going to sound like a nitpick. They made him a British soldier, but it didn't have the same feel to it.
And he was best friends with Ichabod, and they both wanted Katrina. And I was like, "Come on, y'all, let's no."
Yeah,
no.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
And Ichabod was hunky, and it just, it was just there was too much that bugged the shit out of me. I'm like, no, I want Headless Horseman. I want Ichabod Crane. I want I get it. I tried it though. I was fair, and I tried it.
I liked it.
I liked Orlando Jones.
Yeah, he was great.
Didn't win you back with the crossover with Bones there.
I didn't know, and I don't watch Bones either, so that wasn't.
Yeah, the crossover with Bones. I don't know. I mean, look, to be fair, maybe down the road I'll give it another shake. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for it because when you like something and then something is so derivative, sometimes you just can't jam with it. But I don't know.
And look, Jace, are you in the audience, Jace?
Yeah, I'm on the audience too. Yeah.
Oh wow! Look at that. that's some serious support. There was I did like the show, but there was one particular episode that endeared itself to me very, very well. Two parts that endeared me to the show very much. The first is Ichabod talking to the OnStar lady at the beginning of the episode, and I loved that so much. I was dying laughing. But then the other part where they're actually going through the museum and the tour guide is trying to explain all this stuff to these kids, and Ichabod gets so pissed off, he turns around to the kids like, "Look, it didn't happen that way," and all this stuff. And I'm like, yes!
Yeah, that was good. It did have its moments. But
it had moments, yeah.
It did.
The problem is they didn't take those moments and build off it and actually make the lore come to life, whether it could be exact or not. It's the same thing whether we look at WandaVision and other shows. The foundation's there. They have the moments, but they don't listen enough to the crowd and the viewers who are actually preaching about those moments and building on it to not make it a member berry, but a member infinity. And I think that's where it's lacking even back then. I remember watching that show. I used to get on and go on, and then it felt like I was watching the Headless Horseman fighting Power Rangers. It felt really weird for some reason. Weird.
It did.
And
it's like
it disassociated you from that cartoon. Sorry.
Kind of.
And I love that cartoon. Honestly, I will watch that cartoon for it. It is a ritual. I watch that cartoon, and then I watch the great black and white dancing skeletons, and then Mickey Mouse and the Ghostbusters. I watch those things because those are Halloween to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah,
I agree.
Exactly. I'm the same one. I'm the same way. In fact, I just picked it up, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad on Blu-ray last year at this month because I was like, I had this spare cash. I was like, let's complete my Halloween collection.
Honestly, we don't get Halloween specials like that. Man. If you have a chance, I'm going to say this now. Sorry, Tusha, for anyone over time.
No, you're fine.
If you guys have a chance and you haven't seen it, go look for the first two Mr. Boogedy Disney specials. Mr. Boogedy.
Yes, I second that.
You know what I'm talking about? That shit, if you were a kid, freaked you out. When Disney came on Sunday, that was the Halloween thing you were hoping for the most. As much as you hated it and scared the crap out of you, you wanted to see it. Bright green, glowing dude just going to town, Mr. Boogie, because everyone knows the Boogedy Man, and it was perfect.
Mm-hmm. Those movies, along with Hocus Pocus.
Yes.
Hocus Pocus, let's go.
And Witches. Witches was a good one. They kept turning all the kids into mice.
Yeah. The original, not the remake.
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah, not the remake.
There's a remake?
Yes.
Yeah.
With,
Netflix.
I don't. Oh, fuck.
who the hell is she? Anne Hathaway plays the.
We do love the remakes.
And it loses that charm and that thing that made the first one so special and unique. That's all gone.
Yeah, that was because the first one was it was a Jim Henson production.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was.
We're all over it.
Mm-hmm.
And they took that away, and it's all CGI, and it's just it doesn't have the grace that the first one had. The first one was like a fairy tale. The second one was just like a movie with Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, and I just talked about this last week. Is that there's an overlap in horror with fairy tales. You can mix and match them very closely. If anybody here ever gets the chance to watch it, or I would actually say seek it out, there's an old Roman Polanski movie called Fearless Vampire Killers, and he did exactly that. He made a horror comedy because at the time, the Hammer movies were playing in the cinemas, and the audiences were kind of laughing at them. They weren't really enjoying them like he thought they should. So he decided to make a monster movie in the Hammer mold that the audience could laugh with. And it's an absolutely gorgeous film. And he went for a fairy tale aesthetic for it, even though the subject matter was vampires, and it worked.
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Okay.
It's an
I'll look
absolutely
it up.
gorgeous film.
And Ernest Scared Stupid. I'm not gonna ever put that down.
Well, that one
it's
I-
funny?
that one I
You
haven't-
think it's funny that bed scene with the chick under the. I'll keep approaching this. When she's looking under the bed, nothing there. That's every kid trope. And then when she rolls
True.
over, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?" Now you're wood. Fucking love it. Sorry.
Grim. Actually, okay, Ash, you've been really, really quiet. Do you actually have a favorite horror movie? I know you're not into horror,
No.
so that's where we got to start with first. We have to address that. You're not into horror, but do you have a favorite horror movie or one that scares you?
Because I haven't sampled that many, I don't really have much of a leg to stand on, so I couldn't really say too much. I mean, out the ones I've seen, I mean, I did watch Scary Movie 2. That was pretty fun.
That doesn't count.
Classic.
It counts. Okay, leave me alone.
Here's the balloon animal.
I saw both Thing films.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So I thought that was really good. What else? I don't really know, like, what else. I mean, Hocus Pocus that's not really horror. That's more of a Halloween film. I didn't like Hocus Pocus, the original. I didn't see the new one. I'm sorry. I can tell a piece of you just died then.
You're a diva and you didn't like Hocus Pocus?
I'm sorry, okay?
Oh my gosh, honey.
If you haven't watched many horrors, Ash, why not ask the question? What's your favorite Halloween movie that's affected you over the years that you can always go back to?
Oh, even that's a tough question. I've only really got into Halloween more recently, and just, I haven't really.
Besides
I-
Explorer knocking you off a cliff and killing you in Minecraft and the Nightmare Before you got to have one movie that when you hear Halloween's coming, the first movie that pops in your head, what is it?
Scary Movie 2.
Oh, jeez.
That's,
Oh
No
my
shame in
fucking
that.
god.
I'm sorry.
Into that, honey. You embraced it.
Is that the one with
Absolutely.
the naked chick running across the lawn and her clothes keep disappearing while the fountains and sprinklers are going?
Yes.
I thought that was the first one. But
The only thing I remember, the main scene from Scary Movie 2, I remember is the guy with the weird hand sticking his weird hand in the pie at the dinner table.
oh god.
It's all about that strong hand. Take my strong hand, Captain.
God, yes.
Back when parody
That's like-
movies were actually still funny. Oh,
Yeah, it's
They
because
are
that's
funny.
the main like horror-esque. I know it's basically taking a jab at all the classic horror tropes, and like classic horror films, but it's the main one that I've seen that I can say like, oh, I watched that. But even then, it was a while ago, and I'm trying to play more horror video games to try and sort of like get me into watching the films, but I'm not too into psychological horrors. I don't like massive slashers, gore fests, which is weird because I've seen most of the TV show Bones, and there's like gore and
But that's
like
different.
decomposing bodies and stuff. But that's different because it's academic setting. But
You
I
need
digress.
It's not
you need to do
gratuitous.
Soma. You need to
Yeah.
play Soma.
Soma is really good.
Soma is underwater, but it's done. Picture like Bioshock, but without weapons. It's so brilliant.
Yeah, you need to play that one. Actually, everybody should play Soma because it's so good and it's psychologically it's so effective, and it has a great story.
I have to second you though. I don't like slasher movies either. The only slasher movies I have in my collection are the original Psycho, which Alfred Hitchcock kind of he said in an interview that he kind of regretted making it because he was afraid that the slasher craze of the 70s was inadvertently caused by Psycho, simply because he had, Norman Bates wielding a knife as his mother. And then I don't really look at it as being a slasher film. I have Scream, which I think has a pedigree to it in the fact that I look at it as more of a murder mystery, and it plays homage to all the classic horror tropes at that, from the 80s and 90s. And then I have the original Halloween. Again, I don't consider it.
Yeah.
I don't consider it a slasher film.
I did have a question for all y'all. Sorry, I
What?
wanted to ask this. Do you guys consider Peter Weller's Screamers a horror film? Because I love that film.
I consider
I like it.
film.
You what?
Do you consider horror?
No, I'd say it's science fiction more than it is horror. I mean, it's kind of like Aliens is scary. The Xenomorph is definitely a horror movie icon, but it's not a horror movie. It's a science fiction film through and through.
Xenomorphs are pretty cute. Aren't
they amazing? Oh my god, aren't they? Let me tell
They
you,
are cute.
Iger's
They are
artwork.
fucking cute.
Xenomorphs are cute. What?
Said nobody ever.
They're actually,
They are
if you
cute.
look at them,
They
they're
are.
actually beautifully made.
Yeah, they are.
Well,
They're so cute.
Beauty
They're
made.
cute
Giger.
creatures.
Okay,
Giger probably
beautifully
thought they were
made
cute.
and cute
Yeah.
are two different things entirely.
But they're cute
Well,
as fuck.
tomato. I mean, it's all right. It's all
Alright.
good.
Same with predators. I think they're fucking cute.
Let's all agree right now that Teletubbies is the utmost horrifying thing ever seen.
Oh, curdles of blood, no doubt.
Yeah.
Especially if you're watching in black and white.
There you go.
Oh, dude, that's our fucking
Right after I get off the stream, so I can ensure that I have nothing but nightmares for the next month. Thank you for that recommendation.
I like the idea of horror, but horror films always seem to let me down. And if I'm into them, it's for something other than the horror. And most horror films these days are pretty kind of cheap, jump scary type stuff, which I
That's a
resent.
big problem with
Like,
the new horror movies.
You didn't scare me; you surprised me.
Right. I'm not here to be startled.
Yeah.
Paranormal
I
Activity.
don't like jump scares.
So you
But
guys
like-
I never
like-
get jump scares. Never scared anything of me, man.
Oh, I jump, but
you guys have
I just sit there and like, okay.
Have you guys heard about the Paranormal Activity reboot or whatever?
Yeah, we talked about it earlier.
I missed that because I was making sure
Paranormal
these were
Activity
great.
reboot.
All of these were great.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What about Paranormal Activity needed a reboot?
I
yeah.
think they're continuing the story with the daughter, I guess the psycho daughter, the one that actually killed everyone. That was
There are actual characters they follow.
Yeah.
I never watched any of those movies. They just look like your typical found footage garbage. And
They are fucking terrible.
with increasingly threadbare excuses for why everything's being filmed.
yeah,
They are fucking terrible, and like I said earlier, the new one that's coming, at least it looks like it's better filmed, at least, and it looks better in that stuff, and looks decent in the filming. But the story's gonna be shit either way.
no, fuck that bullshit. I'll tell you, for a movie that is very unnerving and scary, Poltergeist, it has a zero.
Yeah.
The only body count in that entire movie is the parrot at the very beginning of the film. Not one person dies in Poltergeist, and it's one of the scariest movies made.
It
Are you
is.
sure?
It's a
Because
child
there's
movie for me.
Are you sure? Because that pool scene where all the corpses rises up, they were dead prequel, so they were already dead. So technically they're considered.
The
I'll be
clown
technical
scene with the tree? Oh, hell no.
And
Pat.
everybody makes a big deal about the skeletons in the pool that, oh my God, they used real skeletons. I hate to break it to you. That movie was made in 1981. They didn't have plastic skeletons back then. The only skeletons you could get your hands on
Medical.
was medical supply stores. They bought up every single one on the West Coast.
Yeah, but they've been
Yep.
clean though. That's the thing with medical skeletons. They've been cleaned. They've been
Yeah.
disinfected. They've been made sure that they can.
And
be
it was
studied.
legal and clean
Yep.
and everything.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because.
So-
Think about that. Never ever pisses you off. Just put a whole coat rack of those skeletons on your lawn. Be like, what's that?
I don't even know if you could buy them anymore.
No, they're all plastic now.
Yeah, they're all plastic now. I
Even
remember,
medical supply-
Until recently, I think they sourced all their skeletons from R. Kelly's cupboard.
oh God, probably.
Every Halloween, there's like a movie series I always have to see, and that's Child's Play, the original.
Huh.
Like
Child's
original
Play,
Child
yeah.
Plays. That
Fucks with Child's
love
Play.
those movies.
Yes,
That's
yes.
like my
So-
favorite movies ever made of horror.
I'm
I
so
love
glad
Chucky.
you said. I'm so glad
Again,
you said
like
that, Jace. Because
Chucky-
if you said the Bluetooth Chucky, I would have to just mute you permanently for this.
Oh
one.
God.
I still haven't watched that, but as soon as I heard Bluetooth Chucky, I'm like, are you kidding me? That
Oh,
guy can
dude, I
transmit himself
saw
into
the
a
fucking
speaker?
remake. That fucking remake. Fuck out. Oh, that pissed me the fuck off.
No, tell us how you really feel,
But
Jace.
there is a good news. There is
Dude,
another
I got so
VHS
pissed as I got pissed at The Last Jedi. Thank you very much.
Oh, damn.
There is.
I
did you
fucking
guys-
hate it.
Hate
Did
is
you
strong
guys-
with this one.
Did you guys like the VHS series? Because there is a new one coming, I think, to Shudder, and there's a new VHS.
Yeah, the sequel TV show to the original Child's Play.
Yeah.
So they're getting, and like I said earlier, the daughter of the guy who plays Chucky, his daughter, she also played in Cult of Chucky, and she also have Chucky in her. So she's also in the show with Chucky in her, and the fun fact that she's the daughter of the actor himself. So it's pretty cool. That's something I really like. But Child's Play, it's a fucking good movie. It's like the best child movie I've ever seen. And horror.
I'm a big zombie horror guy myself, so I have all the Romero classics, of course, and then I have the Return of the Living Dead series, which they also talk about those Indian skeletons in that film too, which is funny.
Return of the Living Dead 3 with the goth chick.
That was a good
Yes.
one.
That was a good one.
I love that
love
chick.
Return of the Living Dead.
I had such a big crush on her when I was a child.
I don't
And
like zombie horror movies, but that one was special because of the actress. She was.
Yes.
She
Oh
shone
my god,
in that
yes.
kind of movie.
When I was really
Linnea
young, she was one of
Quigley.
my biggest crushes.
No, it wasn't Leanna Quigley. It was Melinda. I can't remember her last name. She was. If anybody here watches, I'm a religious CSI watcher. She was the dominatrix that Grissom got involved with on CSI. She was in like a ton of the episodes.
Oh, really? I thought you were talking about the woman who played
Melinda Clark.
Trash.
No, the woman in part 3. That.
Oh,
Yeah, Melinda Clark.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
I have part 3 also, yeah.
Did any of
Yeah, I
you
love
ever
that.
play the Call of Duty Zombie series and play that one map which had George A. Romero in there as a possessed film director, and he was going around with a giant like stage light smacking you up. If you pissed him off, he'd run you down.
I heard about it, but I didn't play it.
You had Sarah Michelle Gellar, Danny Trejo, and a bunch of other ones voicing
Yeah.
all the characters you played. It was great because you had all the other original guys like Richtoff and Nikolai all locked in this one little room. Like, hey, you gotta get this and get me out here. Give me more vodka. And it was great. You'd have this gun that would turn the zombies into humans and then run away screaming like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I do have that one.
Romero helped
Yeah,
with
I
that
have
one.
played
It
it.
was Voyage of was it not Voyage of the Damned? It was Dead. Oh, it was such a good map because you would piss him off and he'd come after you. Romero, it was great.
Yeah. Grim, what about you, man? What you have to have something. I could just imagine you probably have something like really cerebral and heavy-duty goth, like Cabinet of Dr. Caligari or something.
Well, like I said, I like the idea of horror films more than I like horror films. So I prefer to read my horror. It's more affecting to me that way. If I like a horror film, it's usually for some other reason. Like I like Alien for the science fiction. I like In the Mouth of Madness for the meta narrative.
Yeah.
I like zombie apocalypse films for the world building and the cynical view of human nature and the drama between the survivors. So there's not really anything I like that's horror for the horror, really. like even The Thing, which is all body horror and grotesque and everything, I love it for the sheer sort of imagination of the creature and the technical sophistication of the effects.
Then what does scare you, Tim? What does scare you, Graham?
Maggots, absolute darkness, sheer drops.
Sheer
Well,
drops.
it's more disgust. I think with the maggots at least, but sheer drops. Like I visited a quarry once, which is how I found out, and there was no safety barrier whatsoever.
Ooh.
And it just drops away suddenly, and I had to crawl away from the edge back down before I could get my legs back under me. So, but you can't create that in a film.
Yeah, I had kind of a horrible similar experience. I got dared to climb up an abandoned grain silo once, and I did it, but geez, it sucked worse coming back down because the whole thing was full of dead pigeons and birds, and it stank like you wouldn't believe, and it was scary because I was all alone in the dark in that thing. So
Yeah.
I want to piggyback off what Grim said. I'm kind of the same way. If you go through my horror collection, it's all. I mean, it goes back to the Universal Monsters and the Hammer films, which I'm always talking about on Twitter, and then I've got various Mummy films in there. I've got various stuff that's got like vampires, werewolves, all that good stuff. I'm kind of the same way. I don't. There's nothing particularly scary about a slasher, and some of the body horror films, it's just they just make you sick. There's nothing really substantial to them that's scary. I don't consider The Thing a body horror movie. I consider it a very strong science fiction film, and I think that film holds up because of the strength of each of its characters. Carpenter did an excellent job. You knew right from the very beginning of the movie, like, who was who and what they did as an extension of their personalities. Like, you had the dog handler, Richard Masser, who, in his flannel shirt and, his buck knife. You know what I mean? Like, you got the little detail character that, you followed him around and you actually kind of, I don't want to say cared about him, but yeah, everybody, I know everybody that watches that movie has their favorite, and it's not necessarily McCready either. Watching it, so I agree. Horror for horror's sake is ridiculous, and I don't think anybody that really likes horror doesn't like it for the horror either. Although you do have like the splatter punks that they just like the blood and the gore and all that nonsense. But I think they get off more on people's reactions to something that they watch, kind of like visiting gore.com or something like that.
Can I ask a weird question? Like, this is a generalization. Have you guys realized that the most typical horror that all of us fear is the way they've destroyed all our fandoms?
Oh yeah, that's reality.
That is literally the current horror that scares us every time we hear an announcement of a new series, a new reboot, a new remake, a new everything. That is considered this generational's horror.
We should not be filled with dread when we hear they're making something that we love.
True.
No, I kind of want to watch
do.
Quark in a gremlin fuck. I want to see that. It's cool.
Because I'm terrified it's going to get screwed up because that's been their track record lately.
Yeah.
Actually, thinking about that, something that has filled me with an actual sense of dread and the horror is the 70s version of Body Snatchers, which you reminded me of about saying that the way everything's being taken over.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That is a really good film.
That and Sutherland's Puppet Masters freaked me the fuck out.
That was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
No, because you don't realize the thing's on the back of the neck until you first see it, and it looks like this really weird jelly's fucking what do you call it, stingray. And you're like sitting there going, oh no, I know back knee. I don't want that back knee. I'm out. I'm gonna watch Barney. I'm out. Fuck out.
There's a film that most would consider to be very cheesy or silly or whatever. I mean, and I really don't care, but I love it. To me, the first time I saw it, it was kind of horrifying because it was so mesmerizing because of the character and the way it was played. Those of y'all who are familiar with Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, you know that he co-produced and I think to some degree he directed a film called Crowley, or as it was called in England, The Chemical Wedding. And the story is basically that this guy invents a machine that they put a fella in a suit, and he is possessed basically by the spirit of Aleister Crowley, and he just basically goes crazy with all of his power and stuff. And it's really well done as far as the acting goes, because the guy playing Crowley just hams it up so much. But to me, it was kind of compellingly scary because, Crowley was a real person, and there's a lot of mystery about him. A lot of people say, oh yeah, he was just full of bullshit. He was just trying to make money and get a lot of sex and this, that, and the other. And people have speculated that he was some kind of a British agent or some kind, and all of his shenanigans were basically cover-ups for ops and stuff that he was doing. But I don't know for sure. But just the idea that there could have been somebody who was this kind of powerful, charismatic person who could do these kind of acts is kind of scary to me because it's a little too close. It's closer to reality than a lot of the other horror that we see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is a ceremonial magician? 'Cause I'm looking at it right now. He does look like Uncle Fester mixed with Sir like Alfred Hitchcock, but like
You talking about actual Aleister Crowley?
yeah, I'm looking at that right now. Yeah, like he
So-
looks like a determined man. He even has like those weird pointy ears.
Western ceremonial magic goes back to the Kabbalah in one direction, and to sort of later interpretations of what people thought Egyptian beliefs were the other, and it's a kind of syncretic mix of that and a whole bunch of other bullshit. But it approaches magic as a science, as an art, whereas the other main sort of tradition that we have, which is currently sort of expressing itself as neo-paganism and Wicca, that goes back partially to pre-Christian beliefs and partly to the way the church used to play up Satanism and create a panic, which in turn made people think that this was real and true, and so you get that influence as well, but less so these days.
So you're relating pretty much, if I for me to understand it better, you're pretty much calling one thing a techno mage and the other thing the Pope on steroids.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Got it.
I've read the Book of the Law, and actually, if it's read just straight through, Crowley actually kind of makes a little bit of sense. I mean, his philosophy being, do what's thou will, and that will be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will. It's actually on the surface, it's not a bad doctrine to live by, but.
Yeah, I think it was basically a cult leader, an extremely charismatic person, probably a mesmerist. If you think what Derren Brown would be if he was evil, I think that's kind of where you end up.
Or Joel Osteen.
Yeah, well, he is evil, so.
Evil Joel Osteen. Oh,
And
God.
a more evil Joel Osteen.
Get the hell out of my church. I don't care if you're drowning.
Oh man. Hey guys, I gotta get ready to run. I got a couple more videos I gotta work on tonight, but it's always great coming on the show. The panel
Oh, I love having you.
always full of just absolute mad lads and lasses. All of y'all, everyone who's listening, y'all need to just look all these people up. Just follow them on everything. Subscribe to them on everything, because I've either talked with them, followed them, or even if I'm just meeting them right now, I can tell they're dope ass people. So I endorse following of everyone on this chat.
Thank you, Anime.
Very nice.
Take your shirt
You
off.
have anything you want to plug for your channel this week?
Slide through. I mentioned earlier I made a new episode of Fake Ass Nerd News discussing the latest
love that.
development of Titans, that brilliant dumpster fire that just keeps on giving like an undead Christmas gift. I'm not going to spoil what happened here for those who don't know, but yeah, go and check it out. If you just want me to hear me just dig into Titans, because this is probably the only it's probably the only Titans related thing I'm going to do, unless it involves Starfire, because she's my favorite character from Titans. But just the show in general, this is probably the only time I'm talking about it, because after this last episode, I'm just done. Like this show, I
understand
already
you.
had no
I do understand you.
expectations, and I was still let down. So I'm just
I understand you so well on that one.
Got to know
I've
I'm not
seen-
going crazy.
I've seen it, so
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, man.
Are we? Are you wrapping up here then?
I think probably so. I've actually gone over time. I usually just keep it to an hour, but because we had guests coming in late and the chat was going so good and everything,
And you
we
being
just
late.
extended it out.
Sometimes
And me
you
being
gotta
late.
rise.
I was only
I'll
10
let
minutes
everyone
late.
myself.
For T-shirt, you gotta understand this. It doesn't matter like what the topics are. You guys have had a discussion from the things you were randomly looking for to having a whole bunch of people on the stream, and you got lost in conversation for an extra half an hour.
And it was
Take
fun.
pride-
Yeah, that just means it was good.
Everyone should take pride in that, because that's what the shit is
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. And I actually convinced Vlad Steakums to get on the show, so that's an achievement. I mean,
You
bing.
twist my arm.
Use Cheetos or M&Ms?
All right. Well, let's start winding everything down. Okay, Animane, you done your promo for your thing. Vlad, I believe you're about to go on pretty soon here, so why don't you go ahead and plug your channel? Tell us about what you're going to do this week.
Yeah, I've got a channel. I mean, it's my name. It's Vlad Steakums. I don't know how to. I'll try and put the link here in the comment section. Other than that, I've got a comic that I'm working on with Image 170. He's
Nice.
a collaborator. Henley Hiding. It's a modern etchy spin on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde concerning his great granddaughter in modern day.
Oh, cool.
She's a wafy little nothing. Takes the serum, becomes a buxom sex pot, and shenanigans happen. So
I gotta buy that. Okay.
So I'm working. So Image and I have been working on that. It's got its own right now. The Twitter account is the official, web page to go to. It's at henleyhiding.com.
Cool.
Twitter. It's the Twitter handle is at Henley Hiding.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to think of anything else that off the top of my head. No, I don't. I'm gonna start my stream up here at 7, and it usually goes until whenever. People usually fluctuate in and out. Whoever wants to join me over there is more than welcome to join. Tonight's topic was going to be about vampires and television, but my co-host couldn't make it because she's celebrating Thanksgiving right now because she's French Canadian. So I'm going to shift that to the side. We're just going to talk about generic Halloween stuff, and then there's going to be all sorts of comic book rants because I'm in a mood this week. So I want to rant about shit.
Cool.
So, like I said, whoever wants to follow over is welcome to follow over. I do StreamYard, so I can only have up to 6 people on it. So
You should get the professional one. You can have 10 like me.
oh, nice.
All right, flex harder, why don't you?
I'm flexing. I'm sorry. Fat Steven.
Technically, the lady's supposed to go first. What is this, Grim? All right.
Are you saying Grimm's a lady?
No, I'm saying has etiquette. I'm gonna shut up now before he beats me up and sends people. But honestly, thank you for letting me on. Honestly, I've gotten to know a lot of you guys over the year. T-shirt's the one who got me introduced to Grim. Grim and T-shirt become somewhat of great friends and a great stream and great difference of opinions. I do a lot of gaming. I do Babylon 5. I'm glad I've met a lot of you. I'm glad I can call you friends. I'm glad that you got a chat that is the same type of people. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to promote myself. I do Fortnite. That's not something to promote. But my whole thing with video gaming is, I do a lot of Fortnite, but it's one of those games everyone can play together, everyone can talk to each other, and sometimes when you're in the chat and on the stream and you don't get that opportunity, I want to break that. You're welcome in my house. T-shirt has welcomed me in his house as a friend, and I want to return that just as much as whether you're Zax, you're Arwyn, you're Grim, you're Esh, you're Jace, and anyone else you're going to meet in the future. The ones that help you grow are the ones that listen to you the most. Have a good night, and thank you for that time.
Thank you, Fat Steven.
Oh yeah.
Buy my merch!
Arwen?
Tonight is just Rambling Canucks Karaoke. His stream at 10 Eastern Time. That's all I have going on for the rest of this week. Usually on Sundays, I try and pin my schedule onto my Twitter. So you can find it for next week. You can find it there. And if you can't find me on Twitter, can't find me on my channel, you can find me on Fortnite.
Nice.
That's usually where I've been. Yep. Playing either with Dadman or with Fat Steven. So
Cool.
there we go. That's it from me.
All right, Grim.
I'm not doing much at the moment because I'm mostly working on the game that you all helped fund. So
Yes.
that's mostly what I'm doing. I'm trying to get back into doing the YouTube more regularly. So if there's any topics you want me to discuss or talk about, head on over to my channel, leave a comment somewhere saying, Grim, I'd like to hear your take on this or that, or can you pretend to be intelligent on this topic? Or that topic?
I would like to hear Grim's version or ideal horror movie and how he would actually execute it.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Hey. Good one.
Okay,
Yeah.
Paranormal Activity, but good. And as an excuse for why everything's on film, it's set in one of those Eastern European sort of communal camgirl houses.
Oh, you mean,
Ooh.
why can't you just have a horror film based on a hot tub stream? Everybody wins. So
Ask Amaranth about that one. She just got
She's
banned off Twitch again. So.
Again?
Third time.
Hot
She'll be
tub
back.
crime machine.
wanted a weekend off.
Jace, what you got going?
Well, not much at the moment, but we are getting back to Monday shows. Claw will be back after a long period of working on the place that he lives. And you know, we still do the Beyond show, and I've started with some gaming on the channel. So I started playing Dragon Age Inquisition again.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Awesome choice.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because it was such a long time since I played it. And I did another gaming stream that the t-shirt was a little bit on. I had to shorten down the video because apparently some of the music were not copyright free, even though I played a copyright free music list, but that's fine. Other than that, no, Memnock, he's in Canada right now, actually.
Oh, good.
How do I get?
Yeah. Just contact him on Facebook. I think that's what he uses the most. You can also contact him there. He is currently, you know, making and finishing up the album with Antwiqua, his other band.
Yep.
And me and Memnock are gonna make some music at some point to our channel.
Oh,
and
can't wait.
I am gonna, you know, do some vocals myself.
Nice.
Because, you know, I'm an ex metalcore, deathcore artist in Norway. Not big, but so I'm gonna do that. You know, I got some merch, and I'm thankful for everyone who has bought the merch. And we have made I used 3 hours to make the Halloween our logo to look like Halloween colored theme. And other than that, I want to say thank you to everyone here. It's always a pleasure to be here. Don't understand why you guys like me, but
because you're honest and you're you, Jace. That's all you need to be.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I have to have a Viking on for diversity.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was Swedish. Who's lying to me now?
But yeah, before I go, just remember, life's too short. Make the most of it. And
That's
I'm
right.
thankful
Yeah.
to the chat, the panel, and everyone. And remember, the chat. Just remember, we love you and we appreciate you all. And if it wasn't for you guys, we would not have been here. So
Definitely.
Hell shit.
Definitely. Well, Esh, what you got for us, man?
Who are you people and why am I here?
Sounds about right.
Well, I don't think I can say any more than what has already been said. T-shirt, thanks for having me on the panel. Thanks at the chat. Everyone, for all the friends I've made, for the support and everything.
And thank you for being so great.
Yeah.
Shirt off.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm not thankful. But anyway, in terms of a schedule, on Mondays for October, I've started my streams again, and I've been playing a different Halloween game each week. So last Monday I did The Forest. This Monday I'll be doing Outlast 2. The following week, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, and then the final week of October will be Dagon by H.P. Lovecraft.
Nice.
Stay tuned for that.
I gotta say that. I gotta see that one.
No,
Yeah.
we gotta interject. No, we gotta get Soma in there. How many people in chat want him to play Soma?
I do want him to play Soma.
We gotta get
I
him
want
Soma.
to play so much.
Ash,
we
I
gotta
will
get him
buy
Soma.
you a copy of Soma just so you can play it.
We're gonna get you Soma.
Come on,
I'm
Ash.
interjecting. I am appropriating Ash right now. I'm sorry, Ash. I'm sorry for You're gonna play Soma and you're gonna like it. It's underwater.
Yeah, you will.
Bread, bro. You will.
Yeah,
honestly
it's really
think that
good.
is your bread and butter.
It's
bro.
a good game.
Okay.
It is.
All right then. I'll add Soma to the
You better.
existing
Hey, Ash,
streams.
Ash, it's not
More
scary
content.
for you. I promise you. It's a child
Yeah,
game.
don't
Okay,
worry
it's
about
fine.
those giant bright lights and those things chasing you down with the knives while screaming.
Yeah,
Karens
yeah,
and all that shit.
Well, I am your t-shirted historian. You catch me here at 4 p.m. on Saturdays, Central Standard Time, unless, of course, I'm too busy playing a video game and late for my own damn stream.
Just wait, it's gonna happen more. It's gonna happen more. Just wait for it. Suddenly it's like 1 hour late.
Remember he does a video game stream. He always forgets to turn on the sound.
Yes.
Talking to
Yeah,
all
you're
of us,
good
and
at
I'm
that.
like,
Sure.
yeah, he's doing the he's now doing
Oh
the
my
perfect
God.
redux of Charlie Chaplin gaming.
Oh, I'm going to reinvent silent gaming or something, because it's like I'm always forgetting to turn the microphone on, or I'm always missing the sound or something. I mean, my setup is always so screwed up when I try to stream, but
Don't worry about it.
but I'm going to keep trying anyway. I'm sometimes on other people's shows during the day, during the week. I don't really have a set schedule as far as that goes. I just like to hang out with folks and chat and have a good time with them and promote them as much as I can, and myself a little bit too. Other than that, normally on Tuesdays we would have Dungeons and Discussions with Grim early at 9 a.m. in the mornings, but we are on kind of a season hiatus right now. Although, since I have Monday off, and there has been so much in the game community here lately, Grim, if you're available on Monday, we could do a 9 a.m. and do a Dungeons and Discussions, so we haven't done one in a while, as a one-off. All right, so that would be good. I love to talk about TTRPGs. I love to talk about pop culture. I like to talk about video games and horror movies in general. Just whatever. I'm good with everything. Martial arts, you name it, man. I'm a well-rounded individual, I think, and I'm so well-rounded you can roll me out the door. With that, let's roll. Y'all have a great week, and thank y'all for being here.
I'm not wearing pants.
Deuces.
That sounds like a you problem.
Bye,
Let's
y'all.
get money.
Goddamn, we'll go in. Let's roll the credits.
Pants are overrated.
Inside this cow, I search till I fall for you, inside this cow. For you, I'm still searching for you. I'm still searching for you. From dirt to the sky, I'm still searching for you. I've seen you inside this cow. I run till I know you. Inside my heart, but now I'm still searching for you.